Welcome back to Boring. I'm joined here by Jaydecandance. How you doing?
I am I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay too. You sleepwalk?
I have sleptwalked. I haven't sleptwalked in a long time.
How does that? Have you ever? What's the craziest place you've ever slept walked? Is that even a? Is that how you say a sleptwalk?
I think so.
Sleepwalk?
Yeah, I haven't really sleptwalked. Actually, no, I'm not going to tell that story. That's actually really embarrassing. Um, I don't know. When I lived in England, my dad, when he was living in the house, he was sleeping on the couch. I sleptwalked all the way down the stairs into the living room and just flopped on him. I was like,
Like, take me, dad. Haha.
sleep time.
I am your. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like your dad probably be like, you wake up like, oh.
My dad literally told me in the morning that I scared the crap out of him because he was just sleeping peacefully. And next thing you know, his daughter's just
He probably thought you had a nightmare.
probably.
He's like, oh no, she's a nightmare. Why is she still asleep?
Gosh, no, but I sleep talk quite a lot, like almost every night. I have like that sleep recorder app. So I was like, I just wanted to know because like I got it for my dog because I know that she makes weird noises in her sleep and I thought it was cute, so I got it and found out that I sleep talk.
An app? Wait, what? Is it like an app or like a little
Yes,
console?
it's an app. It's just sleep recorder.
It records like the noise or your patterns.
It records the noise. So like it only records when like it's triggered by a noise and it records like 5 seconds before the noise starts and then you can hear it.
Before?
Yeah.
This thing's advanced.
Yeah, it's
my God.
good. It's good. But
It's crazy. But anyways, tell people a little about you. This is Jade. She can dance. Jade can dance.
Jaydecandance.
Give us a little background story of you, TikTok star.
How far do you want me to go?
We can go down to like what you do, because I guess everyone listening knows you do TikTok.
Yeah.
But what inspired you? Like what got you down there?
So what inspired me to start TikTok was to just have fun. I just moved from England to Canada and I was bored and I had no friends. So I was like, what do lonely people do? Oh yes, post embarrassing videos on social media. So I did that. Didn't really work out for me. Then I started dancing. Did pretty good. I pretty much just dance and I like to think I'm funny sometimes, I guess.
Dancing is funny. Wait, what?
No, I said I dance and I like to think I'm funny sometimes.
Do you make comedy until?
Not really. I just make dumb videos with my mom.
Oh yeah.
It's that easy.
Yo, those are insane videos. My God.
Thank
You posted one on. You reposted one on your Snapchat
Mm-hmm.
of like your mom yelling at you.
Oh
I
my
swear,
gosh.
I thought your mom was about to kick you out of your house. That acting is phenomenal.
Yeah, everybody was like messaging me like, oh my gosh, I really thought that you were in trouble then. And I'm like, no, my mom just does that. She deserves an Oscar for like that performance.
Your mom truly does.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Definitely.
Because that hit deep.
It did.
And you were just there like,
I know, I was so scared because I didn't even know she was going to go off on me like that. I thought she was just going to like, I don't know, say some random crap, but instead she went off and I was just like, how do I reply to this?
yeah, it was so genuine that even I was like, yo, this is not staged.
Yeah.
Not all of it. I think most of it. Like you had the idea, I'm guessing, the concept.
Yeah, so we basically like, we just see the comment and we're like, oh yeah, that's a funny one. We reply to the comment with a video and we don't even like plan the video. We just go with it. Like we just hit record and then just kind of wing it and it just goes how it goes.
Low-key, your mommy firing shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
High key.
Yeah, because I don't like when they're like too staged. I like when it's like really like real and it feels like an
The
actual like,
organics.
yeah. So
I feel that.
yeah,
So you guys, what?
we just wing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks.
You should do more of those.
Oh, it's like a whole series now.
Dope.
Yeah, like
Way
that
too
whole
into those.
thing started from one hate comment.
Oh, what was the original comment that started?
So people talk about my weight quite a lot because I'm quite thin. And I'm quite open about like my eating disorder and everything. But this one dude commented and he was like, you know, you're really skinny. Maybe you should try eating. So I ran up to my mom and I was like, yo, mom, this dude just told me how to cure my eating disorder. She's like, no way, how? And I'm like, I just have to eat. And it was a sarcasm. And then my mom was like, oh my gosh, is it that easy? And I was like, it's that easy. Next thing you know, it's like a whole series on TikTok. Like I've made so many videos on that.
It's that easy. Just eat. Do you know the cure to homelessness? Just buy a house.
No way. It's
Yeah,
that easy.
it's that easy.
It's that easy.
What how is it living with an eating disorder?
It's really tough. Like it's really hard. And I feel like it's a struggle for like my parents as well, because obviously like I'm their child and they have to like watch me like struggle with this as well. So it is hard. It's like it's not that I don't want to eat, it's just like it's a struggle.
What is it called?
Well, my eating disorder.
Yeah,
Disorder.
dysordia. What is
I have bulimia.
bulimia?
Yeah, it's like it comes in like different forms. So it's kind of like binge eating as well. So like I will go a long period of time where I won't eat, and then like for a week I will just eat a crazy amount, and then I'll just eat the bare minimum again. Um, yeah,
Is it just you can't eat at all, or is it you just feel sick when you start eating,
it's
or
more
is it just
like
like you have no appetite?
so it kind of like started because like I wasn't like the skinniest of my friends. I wasn't the most attractive of my friends growing up. I was always like the last person picked. Like I was never like somebody that would be chosen first. And I was like really insecure about that. And I kind of like, I wouldn't say I starved myself, but I just cut down my eating a lot. And then it just kind of formed into like a bad habit. And then now it's more like mentally, like I feel like if I eat, I'm doing something wrong. Even though like I know it's not wrong to eat, like I should be eating, but like something in my head's just like, no, you can't do that. Like that's not okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Is there
not fun.
and how long have you had that?
Well, it kind of really started to get bad after Playlist, but I've had it for a while now.
How was playlist?
Playlist was awful.
Did we talk about that on the?
No, we have spoken about it off like, but we haven't spoken about it on any podcast.
Do you want to get into it or no?
I don't mind talking about it. It might get a little bit deep though.
Yeah, just pre-warning. That's it.
Yeah.
But most of your friends know this will be new to my audience, but
Yeah, so trigger warning.
yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah. But there was a big problem on the last day of Playlist. I've talked about this so much now. I should be okay saying this, but if any of you guys know Gemini Official, block him,
It's a fact.
run away, never talk to him. He is a disgusting human being. He likes underage girls and he likes to take advantage of drunk girls. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have to go into it.
I mean, I can. I've talked about it quite a lot now, especially with my therapist. So I'm okay talking about it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's a good awareness.
Okay. Hello, I'm Jaydecandance, and this is my story. No,
But yeah, for real, it's about to get deep.
yeah, this is about to get deep. Trigger warning.
Yep.
So basically, Playlist, the first couple of days, the first day, I arrived on the first day of Playlist, and I met Gemini, through a mutual friend, and he was just like, "Oh, hi! Like I've seen your content before," and I'm like, "Oh, I follow you. Like you're the things that turn guys on to the max." Like I thought that was funny, and I thought that we could like make a friendship there. We followed each other. We did a couple videos together, and we hung out quite a lot on the first day. And then I realized on the second day that he was also following me around on that day too, being really flirty, really touchy. And I was like, oh, maybe that's just like his character, like, because some people are like that. So I was like, oh yeah, whatever, it's cool. And then the third day, he was still following me. And then he started to get like really touchy. Like he was like really like if somebody else would touch me, he'd kind of like give them like a look like, don't do that, like, don't do that. And I was just like, that's so weird because like we only met like 2 days ago and you're being like really weird. Like, just what?
Like he's being overly.
Yeah, he was just being like way too much. And I was just like, okay, maybe I just need to like disappear, you know, distract him with something else and then like go. I tried that, didn't work. And a lot of people were noticing this too. In fact, a couple people have made a video after I kind of like talked about the situation. They was like, I had no idea that this was going on. I thought you guys were dating because of how clingy he was. That night, on the last day of playlist, there was a party. And I went to it and I had a couple drinks and then I was like, oh no, I need to go home, like back to the hotel room. Like I'm tired. I've had a little bit too much to drink. So I noticed that like, I was like, yeah, well, Gemini, he drives and we've created like a friendship so I can trust him. Like I really thought that I could trust him. So I called him up and I'm like, yo, dude, I'm hammered right now. Like, can you please give me a ride back to my hotel? Like, is that okay? He was like, yeah, of course. Like, I'll come pick you up now. So he comes and gets me and he's driving me back to the hotel room. And I was like, thank you so much for the ride. Like, I really appreciate it. And then he was like, oh, you're like really drunk. Do you want me to help you up to your hotel room? And I was like, oh no, it's okay. I can get up. He's like, do you know do you remember what room it is? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, hey, let me take you up. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. So he takes me up and then I get to the door and I'm like, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to go to bed now. Like you can go home. It's okay if I come in and like have some water? Like my throat is really dry. I was like, sure, go for it. At this point, like I'm like spinning. I'm so gone. And then I wake up in the morning with bruises all over my body. And I'm like, why am I so sore? Like, why does my whole body hurt? I turn around and Gemini is laying next to me. And I'm like, fuck. I didn't know what happened until like a couple days after when I got home. Things started to come back to me because like, you know, when you have a couple drinks, like you don't know what's happened, like, and then it starts coming back to you like over a couple of days. Yeah, that's what happened. And I can remember everything that happened in detail. And it is so traumatizing. Like it keeps me up at night quite a lot. And it was like, that's what really triggered me, like with my eating disorder as well. Cause after that, I was so fucked up. Like, and I didn't talk to anyone about it. I kept this all to myself because I was like, how do I tell people this? Like, nobody wants to hear about that, which is not true. People that I have told have been really supportive. But yeah, stay away from Gemini, kids.
Yeah, you got canceled.
Yeah.
Cut.
Yeah.
Never.
So many creators spoke up about it. It's crazy. So
they kind of had like a whole docuseries on him.
Yeah, like so many creators like were streaming on Twitch, like talking about it and like breaking down his apology video, which was bull. It was so trash. Like, but yeah.
I didn't realize he had an apology video. I thought he just got canceled.
Oh no, he made a whole apology video. And do you know what was so like pathetic about it? He wrote a script. He wasn't even hiding it. Like, if you're gonna write an apology, like if you're gonna do an apology video, you want it to be genuine. You don't want it to be scripted. And he was smiling throughout the whole thing.
That's horrible.
And he was making jokes and blaming the victims because like he talked to multiple young girls and he's apparently taken advantage of a lot of like girls where they're like under the influence as well. So
aren't there people looking for him in LA? He's in LA, right?
Florida. Yeah.
There's people actually looking for him, right?
There's people actually looking for him because like the second like all these other creators started speaking up about it, they were like, oh no, you do not fuck with my favorite creator. Like, and when I told my dad, he was like, oh, do you know his address? I'm like, no. He's like, I got friends in Florida. My dad's part of like this Facebook dad group. Yeah.
I didn't realize dads use Facebook. That was just mom's.
No, dads use them too. I've got like a male Karen for a dad and an actual Karen for a mum. But my mum's cool.
How's that feel? To have two Karens in the house?
Well, my dad's in the UK, so it's okay.
What does a dad Karen look like? Give me an example.
Well, he kind of just looks like one of those. My dad actually kind of looks like Jason Statham, but with a huge beard.
Really? Like,
yeah.
Is he jacked?
Yeah. Well, he's not huge, but like he's fairly decent.
He's a fit guy for his age, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Every
Sweet.
time, like, because like when he came to visit, I made a video of my dad, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, you're related to Jason Statham," and I'm like, "No, that's not Jason."
You know, Jason Statham was found in London just doing random stand-up stuff. Like he was a circus act.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Is that crazy?
He's cool.
Do you like his acting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That is sweet. But I couldn't imagine a dad caring.
He's one of the dads that would wear one of those "Don't fuck with my daughter, I'll fuck with you."
I think
Those
that's
kind of
dope, though.
t-shirts.
That's dope. I want to say that's like a man caring. It's just like, I feel like he would just be
Dad,
out here
if you're watching this,
to beat
you're
the
a Karen.
living out of any guy, especially Gemini.
Oh yeah, my dad would happily go to prison for that.
Doesn't that make you feel like dope?
I feel very safe. I can say that because like my mom is such a Karen. Like I remember my mom was pregnant, right? She was pregnant, and she almost threw hands with this lady because she cut in line.
Oh no!
And I was like,
Don't mess with
Mom,
a pregnant lady. You don't do that.
I know. I was like, Mom, you're pregnant. You can't just throw hands right now. And then when we first moved to Canada, we went to KFC. She orders her chicken burger. She doesn't like mayonnaise. She ordered it without. They put mayonnaise in her burger. She wasn't happy about it. So she was like, "Hey, listen, we're going to do this a nice way."
I can imagine with their English accent.
Yeah. She said, "We're going to do this a nice way. Can you please make me another burger without mayonnaise?" And the girl was so rude. And my mom she snapped. And I'm not even joking. She literally looked like she was about to jump over that counter and beat the living crap out of her. I was just like, Mom, we need to go. We need to go.
We better be on 9/11 news.
Oh my gosh.
Straight up.
I was like, no, we're not doing this. We just got here. We're not getting kicked out.
That would be sad. I would have never met you.
I know. Imagine.
I'd have been like, dang it.
Your life would be so sad without me. Just saying.
It'd be very boring. Boring.
It already is.
It's very, yeah. Tell me about these glasses on the table. Zoom into these. If you're on YouTube, YouTube. Also drop a comment, subscribe, like,
Shout
review
out
too.
to the people
Drop
watching on YouTube.
Review or just subscribe to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Clout
Let
glasses.
us know what is the origins of these bad boys.
Okay. I actually really like this question because I turned a hater into a fan because of these.
Ooh.
I like to collect like really ugly things. And I was like, I want to start like an ugly glasses collection or like a really weird glasses collection. And then I saw like these checkered cloud goggles and I was like, these are so ugly but so cool at the same time. Like I can't tell if I love them or hate them. So I ordered them, and like my first few TikToks, I wasn't wearing my cloud goggles or anything, which is crazy because I've been wearing these for like 3 years straight now, like every single day, like all day,
That's
every day.
mad.
Yeah, the dents in my head are crazy. You should feel them.
I will. I don't know if the camera can zoom, but okay, literally. All right, I don't know if you can see it or not.
I have dents in my forehead.
Her glasses, when I tell you they stop. Like they have perfect positioning in her head.
Yep. But yeah,
built for it.
I bought them and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I wore them in one of my videos, and this dude was like, those are the ugliest glasses I've ever seen in my life. Never wear them again. I hate them. They are disgusting. And from then on, I was like, oh, I'm going to be an arsehole. I'm going to be
It's a vibe.
So I, for like 20 videos straight, wore them. And I like spammed that day just to spite him. And then like, I was like getting little comments like, oh my gosh, those goggles are cute. And then I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, I'm going to keep wearing them. And now he's like, I'm so glad that I made that comment because if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be wearing those. You wouldn't have 2 dents in your head. I'm like, thanks.
Do you talk to him?
Yeah, we're actually friends now.
Oh, you're friends?
Yeah.
Hey, see, that's how you deal with hate.
Shout out to Thomas.
You address it by making spam videos.
Yep.
A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with hate? What's your way of dealing with hate?
Dealing with
hate.
Hate?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you care? Do you just brush it by? You like whatever?
I really do not care about hate comments because like I'm happy with who I am as a person, and I don't really feel like I need validation from other people because I've already got like all my friends and all my family that all think so good of me. Like I don't need validation from anybody else. Like yeah, I appreciate like the nice comments and everything. Like I honestly do. But like I don't want to waste my time being hurt over a random stranger on the internet that's probably 12 years old because like what's the point? Like
Yeah,
why am
facts.
I going to let that kid ruin my day? Like so I like to troll my trolls. So like somebody will be like, "Damn, you suck at dancing." And I'm like, "You know what? You're right. Like I should change my name to Jaydecandance. Like I suck." Or they'll be like, "You're so ugly." And I'm like, "I know. I know. I'm trying to save up for some plastic surgery. Here's my PayPal."
I like that one.
Yep.
I think a lot of people, especially a lot of influencers, struggle with that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They let it
Yeah.
get to their heads.
Yeah, if there's any influencers listening or watching, don't let it get to you. Troll your trolls. They will slow down because like I used to get like a lot of hate at the beginning because like I was new to it. I was just dancing and like this was like I was dancing when dancing on TikTok wasn't even popular. Like it was mainly just like funny videos. It was like TikTok
I remember those days. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just comedy, and I was like, Milk Tea. He was the first person I ever saw dancing on TikTok, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can dance too. Like I didn't know like this was like a platform that you could dance on. I thought it was just comedy. So like that's how I started dancing. And I'd get a lot of hate because like people would be like, ew, like stop dancing. Like this place is just for funny content. So I get a lot of hate. But then I started just like replying to them like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Like I suck. Like who would want to follow me? And then I noticed that the hate slowed down to the point where I barely even get any hate comments anymore.
And now you're looking for them. You're like, where are they? Where are they?
I know.
I need content.
I kind of miss them now. I'm just like, come on, come hate on me.
We need some content out here. Gotta reply to these comments out in the videos.
I know. I just want some fun.
I love hate comments. They're just so like so funny.
I know. I love hate comments because like obviously you don't hate me enough to be able to take time out of your day to comment on my post and find something that you hate about me. Like, thank you. Thank you for watching my video like 2 or 3 times. That's really helping me boost my video. Thanks.
I know, and they're nitpicking the tiniest things, which usually takes about 2 or 3 watches.
Yeah.
So thank you for the views.
Thank you for the views.
And the interaction boosts the account.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because your comment is also helping boost my video. So thank you.
Then you gotta reply to them so they keep replying. Just keep coming back.
Yeah.
I'm wasting your time.
Definitely.
They don't know.
They have no idea. No idea.
Do you like TikTok?
Oh, I love it.
You like the whole thing?
The whole thing? Yeah, I love the whole thing. I love everything with it.
Oh shit. I forgot my thought.
I love that for you.
Do you love the TikTok? Would you see, I keep forgetting the thought. That's just horrible.
Okay. We're gonna give you a second. Just 1 second, okay?
It's never coming back.
Oh, it's never coming back?
No.
Okay, we're moving on.
It's there, but it's like the peak of your brain and you can't.
Yeah, when it's like on the tip of your tongue and you can't quite.
But you can't see it.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that way too much.
It's never there. But you've never gotten like me. Forgot someone's name.
Oh my gosh.
That's such a funny story.
That really is.
I love that story so much.
I'm never gonna forget that.
That story is going to take me. That story is going to me with the grave.
If you guys haven't heard the story, watch the podcast with me and Chris.
Yeah. No, that's audio. That's audio. Yeah. So we could tell it.
We could tell it.
Yeah, because this is video.
Well, if you've already listened to it,
may as well.
Here we go again.
Yep.
So, one night, we were all together. One night. A couple of us were together, and we were all at Maggie's house. And Maggie's like one of my best friends, right? I was staying over, and then they came over. We're having the most like heart-to-heart, deepest conversation, deep, right? We're deep. All in this, like we're sat in a circle, right? And we're all like so into like this conversation, like I could see all of our brains just like connecting to the middle.
Mad connected.
And like there was just like, it was beautiful.
So beautiful.
And Josiah decides to turn around and just ruin the whole thing.
Deepest conversation.
Yeah. We're in Maggie's house, right? And he goes, oh yeah, what's your name again? To Maggie. We're sat in her house. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I'm serious. I forgot.
That's a way to ruin a moment.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
I don't
because
either.
it was so like mind-boggling that I really just asked her like, what's her name? Because I needed to reference her, and I was like, yo, I can't remember.
I know. Like, I remember even Kyle was so into this conversation, and the whole time he was so focused on that movie.
Yeah, he's like, yo, what movie is this?
I know.
And then he goes home, he's like, bro, what movie is that? And I tell him, he's like, yo, it's so good. I've never seen someone get so hyped about a movie
I know.
in a minute.
Oh, my favorite video of him is that night where he was sat down watching TV and he looks so slumped and he's just got his legs crossed.
Yeah, he's cozy. Yeah, I got trapped into that night. They're like, come do a TikTok, Josiah. It'll be fun, Josiah. And I walk up, like, just stand here. I'm like, okay, haha, just a podcaster out here. I get body slammed, body checked, straight to the ground, flying 5 feet. I think I did a little roll. Hit the wall.
It was a beautiful video though.
It was a very nice fall though.
It was.
It was mint.
I remember watching it like, damn, I wish I could fall like that.
Right?
Yeah.
I've never been lied to so much. So hard. Not much. I haven't been lied to so hard like that. I was like so happy. And boom, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Body slam to the ground. I was like, okay, I see how it is. I see how you guys feel about me.
I feel like that. I'm just excited to post the boxing video tomorrow.
Yeah. This podcast won't be out for a minute. You guys have to go find that on Jade's.
Yeah, you
TikTok.
have to
look for us boxing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to scroll down like far.
So, are you on YouTube too?
Kind of, but not really.
Okay, what are some crazy sponsorships? Because I know you do some insane sponsorships. I haven't met a lot of people who do crazy sponsorships like yourself. Yeah,
so I've done some sponsorships with G Fuel. I'm still working with Monster Cat.
That's crazy.
I'm doing some stuff with Red Bull at the minute. I'm trying so hard to get Vans and M&Ms.
I think you could definitely get the Vans.
Yeah, well, I've been talking. Well, not me. My manager has been talking to them. Fingers crossed. I'm so obsessed. Like, I've got an unhealthy amount of Vans.
Yeah, you got unhealthy amount of glasses too.
That's honestly facts. But I've got like a couple pairs. Well, I say a couple pairs. I'll tell you the numbers in a minute. But
all right.
In my bedroom alone,
wow.
I don't even know how many's in upstairs.
What?
There's more upstairs. Yeah.
Are these like? Did you buy these?
Yeah, I bought these. Wow. I spent so much money on Vans. Like, come on, sponsor me already. Like, I'm waiting.
It's a fact. Vans, if you're listening to this, sponsor her.
Yes.
Jaydecandance.
Yes.
Please.
Thanks.
She needs to be sponsored.
Yes.
By you guys. Because Vans, let's be honest, you're repping it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got so many like pictures and videos of people like telling me that they bought Vans just because of me, or they like bought the same pair of Vans as me because like I helped them and they wanted to match me. And I like, even the meet and greet I had, like 1 out of like 5 people would come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, I literally bought Vans just before this, or like I wore my Vans today just so that I could show you.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You need an affiliated link. No cap. You're making Vans money.
Yep.
And you're missing out on that.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
How's the Monster Cat thing?
The Monster Cat thing.
Have you met him?
Sorry?
Have you met him? Monster Cat?
Monster Cat's like this whole like music thing. It's like it's
thing?
got like Marshmallow. And they've got like a load of cool like artists. It's mainly like that kind of like electric shuffle kind of music. They flew me out, right? I spent less than 24 hours in Vancouver. I think I've told you this story.
You have, yeah. But the audience hasn't heard it.
Okay, another story time.
Oh.
So Monster Cat, they asked me to like basically like come to their event. They was doing like a block party. And they wanted me to like do a load of filming. They wanted me to do a live with the creators and like interview the like artists. So I was like, yeah, I'm so down. Like, what do I have to do? Like, when do I come? How do I get there? They paid for my flights, but I only had like 12 hours there. Yeah. They made a mistake on the tickets and they were like, we can change it. And I'm like, honestly, I think I can do this. So I fly to Vancouver. I do the party, right? I am so exhausted because I had just like been on a plane, right? And plane rides make me tired. And then I've been dancing. I've been talking to a load of people. I've been making so much content at this event. And then the event ends. And I'm like, what do I do now? Like, I've still got like 2 hours. So me and my stepdad, we straight up went to the movie theater just to take a nap. And I slept on the stairs.
The stairs?
The stairs.
Why?
Because
of all the places, like you had seats.
Yeah, well, the chairs were like so uncomfortable. Like, it was like a really like...
It was like the plastic chairs?
Yeah, honestly, it was like awful.
That carpet's so much better.
Yeah, so like, you know how the stairs, they have like a couple like of the normal stairs and then they have that long one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I slept on the long one.
Could you stretch out?
No, I couldn't stretch out. I kind of slept like a little bull. Yeah.
And
I used my sweater as a blanket. And my bag as a pillow. Yeah.
It's a vibe. Can you fall asleep like anywhere?
I can fall asleep anywhere.
Do you like this carpet?
You know I love this carpet.
Yeah, look at the carpet.
You know I love the carpet.
You know what that is? It's cashmere.
It's cashmere. Honestly, I would be so happy to sleep on this. Like,
Kyle's falling asleep on it.
I would too.
He just fell asleep. He said, you know what? I need to take a nap. I said, okay. Took a nap before the podcast.
Honestly, you're going to come down here one day, ready to do a podcast with someone. They're going to sit down right here. Like, what the heck is down here?
What is that?
And then you're going to look under the table and be like, how the hell did you get in the house, Jade? I got here because I wanted to sleep on the carpet. It's so comfortable.
It's a very comfortable carpet.
I would straight up break into your house just to sleep. Actually, never mind. I didn't say that.
It's fine for you. Not if you're listening, please don't come to my house.
It's very comfortable.
It is. It's so...
Like, every time I come here, I'm just like, I'm so excited to just have that first footstep on that carpet. Like, it's just like, oh, heaven.
Right?
Walking on clouds.
Yo, it is, yeah. That's the one thing I really wanted to make sure I had in this studio was the right carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's actually supposed to be green.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was going to be exactly like this, but green.
Oh.
But the white's actually not bad.
Yeah, I like it.
It
complements the walls.
It does, especially the logo.
Oh, that looks so cool. Like with the lights.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Before I even came here, when Maggie posted it on like her story, I was like, oh, I need to be in that room. Like, I just need to be in there.
Just be in it. Just come.
Like, I could just stand in there and be happy.
You can literally come here whenever you want.
Bet. I'm gonna take you up on that.
It's on the podcast. I said it on the podcast. It's a creative space. Love it. I love being here just with people. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's great.
It's really cozy.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think of the studio?
I love it. I really do.
What do you think of the logo?
I love it.
Just love it all.
I just love it all.
So much love going around.
So much love.
Oh, you don't know if I can handle all this love.
So much love.
I'm not even kidding. When people compliment me or just say things, I don't really know how to respond to those.
Honestly, I feel that though. Like
sometimes, because then you get saturated with. You're like, okay, I don't want to be rude and be like, I don't care. Be like, all right, you've said it enough times.
I know.
You just want to be like, okay.
I'm just like, thank you.
But then it's like they push it more, and you're like, how many times can I say thank you?
I know. Like if I'm really close with them, I'll just be like, oh, shut up, go away. Like, close your mouth. Stop talking. But like, if it's somebody I don't know, I'm just like, thanks? ?
Yeah, it's always just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually weird because technically speaking, I am an influencer, but I don't like being boosted.
Why?
I don't know.
You're weird.
Yeah, I would prefer just to do something I love and do that for the rest of my life than having people boost me all the time.
Fair enough. As long as you're doing something that you enjoy.
Because I enjoy this.
Yeah.
So, like, I would do this without posting it.
Well,
But I can't really do that because I won't be able to get people.
I could tell that you were passionate about it from like the day that I met you.
Really?
Yeah, when you stole my phone and followed, like, made me download the freaking podcast thing on Apple,
like,
and then
do
he was
this.
like, "Yeah, I'm gonna follow myself." Well, my phone was on 1%.
Oh yeah.
My phone was on 1%, and this dude was just like, "Give me my phone." I'm like, "This is my phone." I'm like looking at him so confused. Like, does he think it's his? Because like, do we have like the same phone case or something? And he just like unlock it. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then he just, "Where's Apple Podcast?" I'm like, "Oh, it's not downloaded. Download it." I'm on 1%. Download it and follow me. Okay. Because he was just like so assertive. I was like, "Whatever you say, do it."
That's so funny because I usually do that as jokes. Because I just love, because I love meeting people the first time and just forcing weird things onto them. Because they always are just like, wait, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
And you don't really know how to answer it. Because you're like, yo, this is my first impression of you. Maybe you're always like this. Maybe, you know.
No, I liked it though, because like you seem very confident, and I like that. I really like that. Cool.
That is good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You know, confident people, they glow. So.
See, I don't even know how to respond to that.
Tell me to shut up.
All right, shut up.
That was so rude.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's so funny because I think I'm decent with talking to people, but when it comes to certain things like compliments, or just someone maybe stroking my ego, which I don't know if I have one, but I'm assuming I do because everyone does.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to respond.
No, I feel that. Some people are better at taking compliments than others.
Like, if you want to get me in a stump, just shoot me with a ton of compliments, and I kid you not, I will sit there being confused. Because I'd be like, why? Especially when like people I know, you know, like your close friends, when they start complimenting you, it's like, why?
I don't know. I like to hype up my friends sometimes. I'm just like, you're doing a good job and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, like, I will hype people up. I will always hype people up.
Well, let me hype you up.
I don't want to be hyped up.
I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There we go. You took it. I'm so proud of you.
I'm still gonna say thank you, but like, just don't make it last too long.
I'm about to go off right now.
There's no reason to. There's none. All right. Anyways, there's none. We gotta get back to you. Why are we talking about me? Okay, back to you. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Too many.
Too many?
Yeah.
Do you get along with them?
I really get along with my sister Jessie. She's 6. I really get on with her. She's like my little mini me. She's my best friend. My sister Jasmine, no. We've been growing quite close since quarantine and everything, just because we've had nobody else to hang out with. So sometimes like she was sat in my room the other day and we were watching a movie and I'm like, why did I let you in here? Like we don't like each other. We've never done this before. Like, why are we actually hanging out? It was so weird, but like it was kind of nice to like actually have a connection with her. And then my brother Jace, I just don't hear from him.
Ever?
The most I hear from him is, can you make me a sandwich, please?
Oh, he's in the same house as you though?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like away. I thought it was going to be kind of, he sends you a Merry Christmas once a year.
Oh, no.
He probably would do
No, my
that.
brother Jace, he's 9 now.
Oh, that's fine. He's 9. He's probably playing Fortnite.
That is actually very, very, very accurate.
Yeah, he's 9.
He's a Fortnite kid.
Let him enjoy the Fortnite days of his life, his youth.
Well, he taught me how to play Fortnite, so.
You good?
No.
You stream?
I do stream. But I don't do it for like the game. I do it just because like I like to talk to like my supporters, and what I do on my Twitch streams is I'll just invite my viewers so that they could play with me and like teach me how to play as well. Because like I game, but I'm like a very casual gamer. Like I don't do it to like be good. I just do it to have fun. So I pretty much every time I'm like playing with my friends, I'm just there for entertainment.
Word, yeah. Casual gaming is fun.
Yeah.
But you gotta watch out because some of these pro gamers be getting mad. How's your COVID time?
COVID time?
Yeah.
Honestly, now that I'm out of like self-isolation, I feel so good.
Wait, how was that? Yeah, I remember I was like, I hit you up like, hey, we should do a podcast. But then you're like, oh, I'm going to
California.
California.
Yeah.
And you got back, and I swear I thought you were in quarantine for like 2 months.
It felt so long. I was in self-isolation
I
for like
swear
2
you got
weeks.
added to a group chat in that time. You made friends in that time, and then finally you're like, "Yo, I'm out of quarantine," and I had forgot you were still in it.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit like that. You'd be forgetting quite a lot.
I do, yeah. Memory is not on my side.
Honestly, same though. Same.
Who do you think has it worse? Or do you think we're equal?
I think we're well.
Because you've seen my side pretty
Yeah.
aggressively.
Yeah. But like, I can be like talking to somebody, and automatically like it just erases from my brain. And like, I was actually talking to my mum the other day, and she asked me a question, and I went to answer it, and then she was like, "Oh wait, 2 seconds." Looks at her phone, and then she goes, "Okay, continue." And I was like, I don't even remember what we was talking about. She reminded me of the conversation, but I had no idea what my response was. I had something in my head, and it just went away. So I'd say we're fairly equal.
I think that's pretty cool. I haven't had that level of forgetfulness in seconds. I can always be reminded.
I can't. Once it's gone, it's gone.
My mind is just stagnant because there's so much going on all the time. It's kind of hard. Okay, and this is like I feel like when people get, I'm not even trying to say famous or just start doing stuff that they like, because I feel like it could go into all categories of life, from business to chasing a passion. When you start chasing your passion, you start to meet people in that passion, and you start hanging out with them more and more. And I think the whole thing of where your friends start to kind of not ever see you again, and then because I usually I don't even talk to my close friends for months, personally, like months on end. I can go by myself for months, but then imagine not hitting them up that every month that you usually do, and they're getting like, "Yo, I haven't heard from them in like months."
Honestly.
And then I think that's where people start to think, "Oh, they're too good for me."
Yeah,
but it's not that they're too good; they're just busy.
Yeah, see, I'm like that with my friend Reem, and she knows that like we can go months without talking and we'd still be so close. Like at least she knows. But like I've had some friends, like especially in the UK, because like time zones, it's hard, it's difficult to like talk to my friends like often. So like we'll have like a call like each month and just catch up. And sometimes I miss those calls because I'm just like I have like object permanence issues or whatever it's called. Like if I don't see you for like a period of time or see an object for a period of time, it just doesn't exist.
No, that's facts.
Like that thing just erases from my brain.
That
and
is facts.
You don't exist until I see it again.
It's not relevant. It's not relevant.
Yeah. And like I don't mean it to like, it's not because I'm mean and like just forget about you and like I'm too good for you, whatever. It's just like, it's something that's just like, it just happens and I don't mean for it to happen. Like I wish I could stop it, but
yeah. Like, you're just busy.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to say this in a bad way, but I feel like when you have friends who are chasing passions, is that those words? chasing passions or anything. It's always good to have that extra. I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, but just go that extra step to get in contact with them, because usually they're really busy.
For sure. Like I work so much. Like I'm so busy. So
and people don't see it with social media. They always think, oh, they're always free or they always got stuff.
I know.
Yo, I wake up to work and I go to bed. Think work. I have 5 minutes before I go to sleep for free time.
I know. Like my friends think that I have it so easy because I make TikToks, but I don't think they realize like how much I do behind the phone. Like
there's so much going on behind the phone.
Yeah, like I'm planning my next like videos. I'm like finding like things that I need for those videos. I'm buying those things. I'm going out. I'm like collaborating with other creators, like talking to all these other people. I'm reaching out to brands. I'm like doing all this stuff. And people are like, oh yeah, she just wakes up and makes 15-second videos. No, because I also have to think about Instagram, my Snapchat stories, all that, everything. I've got so many platforms that I have to entertain people on, and I have to like plan that stuff because if I don't, you probably just see me sat in bed eating M&Ms.
Yeah, it's full time.
Mm-hmm.
And what people see is you just having fun. But
Yeah.
realistically, it's not really you having fun. It's you running a business of
Yep.
your own personal persona having fun. And that's how you market.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people forget that creators are like actual people as well.
That's facts.
Because like they see you're so happy, she's smiling, she's dancing, but like
Wow, her life must be perfect.
you don't realize that sometimes like us creators will get out of bed feeling our worst. But because we have a platform that we have to entertain, and
If we stop, we're gone.
yeah,
It's literally
so
that fast.
we literally have to wipe our eyes, like wipe our tears away and put on a happy face and pretend like everything is okay when everything around you is just crumbling and nobody knows because you have this perfect life on TikTok and you're happy and you're smiling, but wow, that got deep.
No, it's facts.
It's facts though.
A lot of people don't see it, and it's hard to explain to someone who hasn't experienced it or who can't see it. Because even saying this, I guarantee you there are people listening or watching this who still don't get it.
Yeah.
And they still just see you as you post 5-second videos and get paid for that.
Yeah. It's not really how it is, but
There's a lot that goes into it. It's exactly, if you can understand how like time goes into podcasting, it's the exact same. Basically the exact same.
Yeah, I can
process,
imagine.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine. Because you've got to like connect with people to find, like to bring on, you got to record.
Yeah, and some people don't respond, you know?
Yeah.
I've only had one person not respond, which is funny. But I was expecting it. But it's so time consuming. I literally wake up every day and just work.
No way.
And I've had people get mad at me. And I'm guessing you wake up every day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I wake up every day.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's hope you do.
Yeah, I wake up every day.
Let's hope you're waking up.
No, but like the first thing I do in the morning, I'm like reading my DMs, like I'm replying and I'm planning my next videos. I'm finding like new content to make. Cause like I always like to spice things up, and cause like yeah, I do dance, but like I want to try new things. Like I want to kind of test things and all that. So I'm not only just like planning my dance videos, got my easy videos as well.
What is it? Have you had any crazy fans hitting you up with some crazy DMs, like some love notes? Some you inspired me, some you saved me. I've
had an insane amount of those
the craziest ones you had.
Yeah, like I once had somebody tell me that they were literally ready, like they had a gun to their head and they were ready to go, and then they had a notification saying that I replied to their comment and they put the gun down and they're fine.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Like I've had fans do the same thing when they tell me you have taken me out of my depression.
Yeah.
And I don't really know how to respond to that because I'm just trying to.
I know, like it's.
Like, I didn't realize I had that much of an impact.
I know, like it's really crazy to think that I have such an effect. Like us creators, we have such an effect on our viewers, like
especially the younger people.
Yeah, like they like, cause like growing up, like the biggest like influences were like celebrities.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah, so we didn't really see much of their life from
Yeah, so how like me now getting those comments that celebrities would is just so insane to me, because like when I think about me and I'm just like I just dance on TikTok, like I don't do anything special, but obviously like something resonates with them and really makes them happy, so I'm happy.
I love those messages when people hit you up like, yo, you saved me.
I know, that always gets me. Like I cry so much reading those DMs. Like I'm just like, I cannot believe that somebody out there really cares about me and that I had such an effect on them, that I helped them. Because like I really like to talk about like my mental health and my sexuality and my problems and my struggles in life, because I just want to show people that like life doesn't have to be perfect. Life won't be perfect. Nothing's gonna like, not everything's gonna go right. And I'd like to showcase like, I like to talk about my mental health a lot as well, just to like encourage people to help themselves like speak up and all that, because like I know how difficult that can be. Like it took me a long time to like speak up about like mental health and all that. So I just wanted to show people that it's okay to reach out for help.
Yeah, mental health is a big thing, especially in this TikTok generation.
Oh yes.
So much. What are some things you usually hit when you're talking about the mental health?
I mainly talk about body positivity because it kind of works like throughout like my eating disorder as well, and mental health. Um, because I know it's like it's body shaming is mostly known for like bigger people, but I don't think a lot of people understand that like the skinny girls get it too.
I think anyone who just looks different.
Yeah, and I hate that people are judged on how they look. Like I judge people on how their personality is, how they act, how they kind of like respond to things. Like I'd never judge people on how they look. So TikTok is it's an amazing place, but it's also kind of toxic sometimes.
Yeah, something I find fascinating about TikTok is, and you can quote me if tell me if I'm wrong, but
Mhm.
it's just something when I see a TikTok where it's a guy is getting body shamed,
Mhm.
it's usually jokes and everyone's sending jokes in it.
Mhm.
And no one's really saying, wow, you're body shaming him. But you see a woman doing it and everyone's like, wow, you're body shaming.
I know.
Is that the same double standard you see?
Kind sometimes.
Like it's not as often, but it's more often for
Yeah.
men.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It is really weird. I don't understand. Like sometimes like what I hate is that girls will literally be like, "Oh no, don't body shame," and then talk about some guy's ding ding size like, "Oh no, this is too small." Yeah, but like
Yeah,
if
that's
you
called body shaming.
if you don't want somebody talking about how small your breasticles or your bottom cheeks are, don't talk about somebody's ding ding.
Bottom
Don't do
cheeks.
it.
Mm-mm.
Just ask how their day was.
Yeah, it's so weird to me. Like the double standards are just
I know.
insane.
Like girls can literally talk so much crap on guys
The
and
moment
be
a
like,
guy
"Oh
does it,
yeah, I don't date guys with dad bods. I only like guys with like six packs." Yeah, the slightest comment on their body, they're like, "Oh my gosh, body shaming is not cute." Like you're literally doing that to them. Like, stop.
yeah, it's weird.
I'm not speaking about all girls, but a lot of the girls on TikTok do be like that.
Ah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how to address stuff like that because I always find it so backwards.
I know. I avoid talking about most things like this just because
It just doesn't make sense.
some people are going to disagree.
But how? That's the thing. How? How can you
Some people
disagree?
just don't understand.
Because it goes both ways. You
I
can't
know,
just
but
take one side of.
I've argued this with so many people. It's actually like shocking.
Really?
Yeah. Like I'll be scrolling through TikTok and like I'll go to comment on somebody's post and this girl would be like body shaming this guy and I'm like, "Yo, listen, like how would you feel if someone was to talk about your body?"
Facts.
And they'd be like, "It's different." I'm like, "How is it different?"
Facts.
Because he's a guy. How does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Apparently, men don't have feelings. We're
Huh?
not built to feel.
Like I hate how social media has made out like men should never show their emotions. Like, guys, it's okay. You can be sad too. Like, it's okay to shed a tear or two. Like,
Yeah.
it's totally normal. Like, you can be vulnerable. It doesn't have to just be us.
But the downside is, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe some girls don't think men have feelings.
That is just so dumb.
Like, apparently, we are not human. Apparently, we are aliens with removed emotions and we don't feel.
Are you an alien?
I must be, according to TikTok girls.
Do you have feelings?
I must not, according to TikTok girls. I never felt a single thing in my life. I'm built like a brick. Men.
Imagine.
Yeah, could you imagine that? No, we're all human.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
like we have some majestical feelings that some of us don't feel and some of us feel. We all feel the same thing. We all feel happy, sad,
I
depressed,
know.
anxiety.
And I hate that men have to cover up their emotions because the society has told them to. It's not fair.
No, it's not. I'm an advocate for the men's emotions.
Yeah.
You got to control them. know how to handle them.
Mm.
And it's really hard for guys to go to do that, especially when it's not the norm and you're doing it and people look at you weird.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's tough. I can really imagine.
It is. Your sexuality, what was that?
Oh
You
yeah,
mentioned that.
I am bisexual. Yup. It came out when I was 14.
How was that?
So I came out to my friends before my family because I kind of wanted to get their reaction first.
Were you happy with it?
Sorry?
Were you happy with their reaction?
Yes. Yeah. So for the longest time, before I even came out as bisexual, I thought I was a lesbian because I didn't even know what bisexuality was. I was just like,
Oh, you're just like, there's only like
yeah,
one
I
or
thought
two
there was only lesbian,
or
straight, or like for males, gay. So I was like, I must be a lesbian because I find this girl so attractive. Like, I was like having like, I would kiss this girl, I would date her. So I was like, I must be a lesbian. And then for like a year, I kind of was like in my own head, like, oh my gosh, like I like girls, but like, why do I have feelings for this guy? So I was like really confused. And then I watched this movie and it was talking about like this girl came out as bi to her parents and stuff. So I was like, what the heck is that? So I Googled it and I was like, oh,
there's a word.
I'm bisexual. I called my friend and I was like, I have something to tell you. Can you come over? I called all my friends. They all came over and I was like, I've called this meeting today to tell you that I'm bisexual. And they were all like looking at me like, what does that mean? Like,
they didn't even know also?
Yeah.
This was a new word.
Yeah, this was like a new word.
Is this like New Age when it first came out?
Sorry?
Is this New Age when it first came out? Or is this, how old were you? Like 4, 6, 8 years ago?
Well, I was 13 when I came out to my friends.
So that's like 6, 7 years ago. Yeah, that's New Age. That's like prime.
Yeah, so I explained what it was and they was like, oh, well, that kind of makes sense. Like, what?
Like, that makes sense.
Well, Jade, you do talk about boobs a lot. What? No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, that went well. They were really accepting. They told me they were proud of me for like actually speaking out about it. So I was like, okay, now I need to tell my parents. I told my sister Jasmine first, and I was like, okay, I need to come up with. I don't want to just tell them. I don't know how to just tell them. So I was like, I want to be creative with this because like I'm a very creative person. So I came home from school one day and I had my notebook ready. I was like, Mom, Dad, sit down. I need to quiz you for my school project. We're doing a project about test tube babies and gay rights.
Test tube babies?
Yeah.
Is that real?
I think so.
Is it what even is a test tube baby?
I don't even remember. I remembered like talking about it in school, but what it is.
People used to call people test tube baby in my elementary for like
same.
Literally to make funny, like, haha, test tube baby. Like,
honestly.
Like what was that about?
What was the reason?
Literally, where did that come from?
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, so I need to quiz you on this. So I did like the test tube baby one and I didn't even know what I was talking about. And I didn't even think my parents knew what I was talking about. And then I was like, okay, moving on to our next one. So I'd ask them like questions about like gay rights and stuff and how they feel about it. And my dad, he was never really exposed to anything like that. He was raised in a way where being gay was wrong. So at first, like, he wasn't really like sure how he felt about it. Because I did this quiz and then at the very end, I was just like, how do you guys feel about me being bisexual? And my mom, she cried. She was like, oh my gosh, I have a gay baby. And my dad just kind of was like, I'm not showing you my answers.
Was your mom happy?
Yeah, my mom was happy. She is very accepting of everything. Like, she is the most loving person ever. But my dad, because he wasn't really, like, he didn't know much about it. So he was, like, kind of unsure about it at first. And he was like, maybe it's just a phase. Never say that to anybody that's just come out. Okay, it's never a phase. Unless it is, but like don't say it anyways. But yeah, he wasn't too sure about it. So he did kind of deny it for a while. But then he started to be like more open about it. Like when I had my first girlfriend, he was like, oh, okay. You got a good type. Proud of you. And I'm like, thanks.
You got a good type, daughter.
Yeah, I was just
Put
like,
it there.
thank you. But yeah, he does want me to marry a man and have a child because he wants the name to go on, even though I have like.
Do you want children?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess you're taking that route.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could marry a female and just adopt.
That's true.
Yeah. But whatever happens, happens.
What's your preferred gender?
You see, it kind of depends, really.
If I gave you an option of the most perfect woman you could imagine and the most perfect man, all the features, everything delicious. You could.
Can I take both? Imagine.
Nope, you have to pick one.
Take both. That's sad. I'd probably go with the male, to be honest.
But you'd be missing out.
I know I'd be missing out, and I'm going to be really sad about that, but women are great. I love women. But, like, there's just something about a man. Like, I just feel so safe and, like, comforted. And I'm like, oh.
So there's more bonuses, I guess.
Yeah. Plus, I'm, like, the complete opposite, like, with men and women. Like, with a woman, I'm like, I'm daddy. Yeah. I'm daddy.
Daddy Jade.
Yup.
Let's go.
Because, like.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. So, like, when I'm, like, dating a female, I got, like, that top energy, right? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Call me daddy.
You're mine, okay? But like when I'm with a guy, I'm like, oh, I'm baby, like hi. I'm like the complete opposite. Like,
what do you like more?
What do I like more?
Yeah, which side do you like more? Do you like the?
I it's kind of like it's hard because like they're both amazing. Like it's kind of like comparing apples to oranges. Like
I hate oranges. Just bad example for me.
Okay, what's two things that you really like?
Two things that I really like. I like waking up and go to sleep.
Who the hell likes waking up? What kind of psychopath are you?
I'm a human. I gotta get out of bed. I don't know. I like
getting into bed.
Literally the only things I can come to my mind right now is like I like waking up, I like going to bed, and I like drinking water.
Okay, so it's like
I know.
It's like comparing waking up, going to bed, and drinking water.
I just can't pick.
Exactly.
You're also basic.
Dang. No, but I just love men and women, you know?
That's Only reason I'm trying to ask is because like I'm just straight. So I don't see it both ways, but
that's fair enough. It's good to be curious.
I'm sure my audience probably loves that question.
Yeah.
Because, no, some of them probably know.
The thing is, though, like, with relationships, I don't really look for a relationship. Like, if something happens...
Well, if you're looking for love, you're never going to find it.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking for something, you kind of, like, build, like, this very, very, very narrow kind of idea of what you want, and it kind of becomes to the point where finding that person does not exist.
Nope.
So... what I do when like I just kind of vibe, you know, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. And if something happens, if somebody like catches my attention, I just let it happen. Like whatever happens, you know, whether it's female or male.
Come to think of it, as a quick story, I guess. I knew this girl and I can't remember. I'm not going to go into specific detail because she knows who she is and I hope she doesn't listen to this podcast. But pretty much, I can't even say that, but anyways, let's just say we're in a conversation, texting, something along the lines, and she started talking to me about stuff. I was like, okay, cool. And then I left because I thought the conversation was done. And then she hit me up with like a question mark, like, what? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I thought we were just like talking. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden she starts asking me about my political beliefs. I'm like, okay. Which is like not really a conversation you have too often.
Yeah.
I tend to notice when I have these conversations with females, it gets heated because I'm a male. I have my own opinions. She's going to have her own opinions about things. You know, someone's not going to see it eye to eye. Usually it's not me. I listen to all the stories because I just love listening to things and I'm never going to argue with someone who's going to be like, yeah, that's what I think. But I said, this is what I think. Started arguing with me about it. I'm like, why? Just telling you what I think. This is my opinion.
See.
Wait, it gets better.
Oh, okay.
Fast forward, I'm just sitting there like, yo, like you gotta grow up. Like there are other opinions out there. You're not the only person in the room. She got mad at me. Didn't hear from her. So okay, cool. Like 6 months later, a friend of hers who I knew was like, yeah, she called me like the very next day and started crying on the phone. I was like, what? It's like, yeah. And then I FaceTimed her and she pulled out her phone. She had a list of everything she wants in a man to a T. And she started crying. She's like, why can't I find this? And her friend's like, I don't know. Her friend was literally on my side. She's like, I don't know what you're on. It was so weird.
What?
Yeah.
What? She had a whole list.
A whole list. Like
See, that's
20, 30 things.
she's doing that so wrong.
Like she's not gonna find love.
I'm sorry,
anytime
honey,
soon.
but you ain't finding that person.
To a
He
T.
don't exist.
Nope.
He's non-existent. Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I don't remember.
You like see the thing is.
I don't remember.
Really?
I
Dang,
really
should
don't.
never. I should not have interrupted. But yeah, I don't know. I find it sometimes weird conversating to females about politics.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah,
Thank
I knew you
you.
were going to.
You sparked something there. I don't understand why people get mad when you state your opinion. Like they just shared their opinion, like, and now you're sharing yours. Like, yeah, maybe different, like, but that's their opinion. You're not going to change that. Like,
Yep.
Why are you getting mad over something that they think, like, that they believe in? Like,
yeah, you're not going to change it. That's
yeah, like, yeah, I may not agree with you, but then at the end of the day, like, that's your opinion. I have mine. Like, whatever. Next question. You know?
Yeah, I consider your way of thinking like a higher way of thinking because it's not a narrow mindset of thinking. You understand people are people and we're all different.
Yeah.
And we all have our own beliefs and opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you not every single person is going to believe everything I believe.
Yeah, definitely. And that's okay. Like, yeah, we may have our differences, but like everybody has differences. Like, it's whatever. Just go with it.
It's fine with it, you know? If you don't like it, don't talk to them.
The only people that I would completely cut out of my life for having a different opinion on about is if you are homophobic, racist, discriminatory in any way, don't talk to me.
If you just hate people in general, I just find that to be a little weird. Like some people I won't lie, deserve it. We can all agree on that. Some people don't. The people who don't, like undeserved, indirect, not involuntary hate is just why. You know? Like if they haven't done anything bad, why?
Why?
It's not nice.
It costs nothing to be a decent human being.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. All right. Anyways, gonna end the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. Follow Jaydecandance on TikTok.
Yup.
Instagram. I'm literally forgetting all these platforms.
My Instagram is JadeVincentX.
Yeah. Do you use Snapchat?
Yes. My Snapchat is jade.notjaden.
Jade.notjaden. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Apple Podcasts, drop a review. And if you're on Spotify, subscribe. This is Josiah's Modern Life. Bye.